Hey everyone, Delphi Trading here with another weekly market report that we put out for you guys here on YouTube every week. So please like, subscribe the channel. We continue to do amazing things here. So before I get to Think or Swim and for the forecasts, this is very important that I want to share with you guys. Okay, this is TradingView, and this is what we call our cycle reversal chart. Okay, we've been trading this for over 3 years. It's only been wrong once. It's a reversal cycle. So you can see here, this was back last February, March. Okay, the SPY came up into this blue line, which is the actual reversal date, and then we can see what happened. It dumped. Okay, this actually led to a very big crash all the way down to the next cycle line here, the blue one. This was April 22nd last year, and then we saw what happened around this blue line. It was off to the races. Okay, so you could see here SPY went down into the blue line and then reversed up. Okay, so that's not why I'm really showing this right now, but why I'm showing this is because we have been hedging and trading the indexes kind of going off of last year. Okay, we had a feeling. Now last year, if you remember, was all about the tariffs and all that. Now we have the war. Some good news hopefully came out with that today, and today is the end of the quarter, last day of the quarter. So we felt like we could see a repeat of this. Okay, now whether it was seasonality, news, whatever, and this has been spot on. Okay, we started coming down here off of the cycle line, that blue line you can see here. But what's really important here now is look at where we're at right now. If we go by the date, okay, we can see the last cycle a year ago, which was a year ago today, to this day. Okay, we got a bounce here in the SPY after it came down. Okay, and look what it did on right here on this date. It kissed that 20-day moving average. This white line you guys see here. Okay, let me make this green. This white line you guys see there is the 20-day moving average. Okay, so you can see what happened right there. The SPY literally kissed the 20-day moving average before the final crash down. Okay, you could see that. And again, this bottom or this area was around this next cycle line on the 22nd. So why is that important? Because look what's happening here. Okay, we got a huge bounce here today. Maybe it was window dressing end of the quarter. Maybe it has to be mostly the news out that the war might be coming to an end. Regardless what that is, look what's waiting for it right here now, right above. Okay, that's around 654 on the SPY. Okay, so do we get the kiss of death like we got back here? You want to call it a kiss of death, a bull trap, whatever you want to call it. This is very eerily similar to a year ago in this cycle period, okay, which we're in right here, okay? So just be very careful. We continue to have hedges on. I said this in our community a little while ago. If we come up to this moving average the next day or two and we kiss that and we pivot lower, we may be doubling up our hedge positions because just a gut feeling that we could be getting a bull trap or kiss of death right here for the final leg or final dump down into that blue cycle line, which again is right around the same date. Okay, so just be very careful. Don't, with what you're doing. The markets are not out of the woods yet. Okay, look at the moving averages moving down. So those are going to be a resistance. So just be mindful of that. And this is going to be reflected in my forecast now for next week. Okay, I have the SPY here, and our bonus play actually crushed it too last week. But you can see our target on the SPY last week. We said it would go up, and it did right there the very next day. And if you go back to the video recording last week, I said that it would not surprise me if we went up and the moving averages reversed it back down, and that is exactly what happened. Okay, so you can see there's the 20-day moving average just waiting for the SPY. Okay, now we could go higher. I'm not saying we can't. Maybe we go up to the 50-day up here, and then we reverse. We'll have to see what happens here at the 20-day. If we close over the 20-day, then yes, I would think we could probably go higher, but we could be getting the kiss of death or a bull trap at either one of these levels for the next week or two. Okay, so just be very, very careful. So my forecast now for next week, I'm going to go out and do a two-part forecast. I think we're going to go up, like I just said. I think we'll go up towards the 20-day. And then I think contingent on a pivot, if we get a pivot lower, so if we get a lower high, lower low, I think we're going right back down. Okay, I think this is going to be a very dangerous spot here if you're going to be going long. Okay, now that could happen here or it could happen up here, but just be very mindful. Again, this is around 654 on the SPY. Okay, so that is the SPY. And again, our forecast last week hit. Q is going to be very similar. Again, we have the 20-day right here, which is also backed up by resistance. Okay, this line here, oops, hold on one second, sorry. This line right here on the Qs is resistance backed up by the 20-day. Okay, so again, I'm going up and then I'm going down on the Qs. I'm going right up here. And then if we get a pivot, I think we're going right back down. Okay, maybe I won't go that far down, but maybe I'll go down to this kind of low here on this gap fill. We did fill the gap as well today across the indexes. We filled this gap here. If you follow gap theory, which we teach here in our educational channels, then you know that 80% of the time when gaps fill, they reverse. Okay, so be very mindful of that. Okay, SPY has filled the gap as well here. Okay, so again, be very mindful of that. We can see here, just as an example, there was a gap here which filled right there, and then what happened right after? Right down. Okay, so just be careful because again, the gaps fill. All right, so IWM. IWM is the only one that closed over the 20-day. I talked about how IWM has been holding up, but regardless, I'm not going to go to that 50-day moving average. Okay, I'm going to go maybe to these wick highs here on IWM. So I'm only going to go up a little bit on IWM. Okay, and then if we get a pivot lower, remember these are contingent two-part forecasts. If we get a pivot lower, I think we're going right back down on IWM. Okay, so just be very careful out there, everyone. Don't think that the bear market that we're in right now is over just because of the war. All right, so our bonus play, GLD. Again, our targets are hitting everywhere, okay? And we're not Nostradamus. If you know how to read the charts, which we teach here at Delphi, anybody could do this. There's our GLD bonus play from last week. It hit the next day and actually surpassed that forecast, okay? So, and actually GLD is looking bullish here, so watch out. I mean, GLD could head higher, which may not be good for the indexes either. But our forecast did hit, so if you followed or you took calls there like we did or in our community, you did really, really well following these forecasts that we're putting out, whether it's the indexes or bonus plays. Okay, and finally, I'm just going to leave it here. Went to here our X channel. We just had an amazing giveaway. We gave away a Solana phone worth $500 and a one-year subscription that ended today. So congrats to that person who cashed in on that. But we still have our 14-day free trial. Okay, so you can come here on X, Delphi_trades, and you can hit the link here, get in our Discord. 14 days, you could check us out. We've already had people come in for 14 days and are already killing it and signing up. Okay, so this, in our opinion, is a no-brainer. We're not going to take a credit card. You can cancel or leave at any time. So if you want, again, come in here for 14 days. It's not going to, hit you up for marketing or charge you guys anything. So you can come in here for 14 days. If you guys want to trade, follow the trade for 14 days. Come check us out. We have a lot of different channels in our Discord, okay? So make sure to check out or follow at Delphi_trades and check us out 14 days free. All right, so that's it from us. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, be very careful with this bounce, okay? It could lead to a nasty reversal in a trap. So have a good week trading, and we hope to see you again next week. Take care.